The rover would land somewhere over here and traverse up along this cliff.
Tim Gouge is a postdoctoral fellow at UT's Jackson School of Geosciences. His expertise, planetary geology. Gouge says the landing selection process for the next Mars rover mission started in 2014 as an open call to the science community.
Anybody can propose a site. So at the time, I was a PhD student at Brown University working on a site called Jezero Crater.
Gouge says his advisor suggested he propose the Jezero Crater.
Okay, full disclosure, I'm not actually on Mars. This is West Austin, but work with me here, okay? The Mars of today is very cold, as in -80 degrees Fahrenheit. The air is thin and dry, but Tim Gouge believes the Mars of billions of years ago may have been a little bit more Earth-like, like this, with water. So what better place for a rover to explore than a river delta?
We think this crater hosted a lake, and this river delta was forming over 3.5 billion years ago.
Gouge says the crater is a perfect spot to explore because a river would have brought in material from a huge area and it would have collected there.
The analogy I like to use is if you're looking for the needle in a haystack, you get to remove the hay and just find the needles and just collect the needles into one location. And so that's really what makes it attractive.
After years of narrowing down the list of possible locations, this week NASA announced the Mars 2020 rover mission will launch in July of 2020, headed for the Jezero Crater. Apparently the site has been considered unsafe to land on before, but engineering advances have changed that.
It's been very exciting to be a part of advocating for a site that ultimately they're going to go to, and to have predictions that I've made from orbit, we'll be able to test those on the ground with much better data.
And this is no ordinary rover mission. According to NASA, this rover will be equipped with the tools to collect soil samples. NASA will be working with a European Space Agency to figure out how a future mission could bring those samples back to Earth to study.
So as the great poet David Bowie once asked, is there life on Mars?
Perhaps a better question, was there life on Mars? Gouge says it's a little hard to speculate whether NASA will or will not find the evidence.
If they did, I think it would obviously revolutionize our whole understanding of our place in the universe and just the way life evolves.
Casey Claiborne, Fox 7 Austin News.